trying out shitty rigs, new lights, different hairstyles. I'm in the character creator menu.
Hey, you.
Hello friends, fans, and foes. I'm Fancy Fatale. Roll for initiative. Just kidding. Today we have more art memes, less on the Reddit because there's nothing there. More like a special place called Google, some Pinterest, and then a special thanks to a Twitter meme artist where I collected a lot of them from. So let's dip our toes into some gritty little meme. When your friend asks if you want to do an art trade. Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. Yeah, no, I'll admit I rarely do trades because a lot of people want to do them, and there's only a handful of people that I would be willing to exchange that amount of time and monetary type of value with. But when they happen, when those people do ask me, I am so hyped for it. Oh, you're an artist? So what do you do for a living?
Bruh.
Oh my gosh, I cannot express how much I've heard this one. Especially when people think I work part-time at my side job that I work full-time at. And they're like, oh, so what do you do on your free time? And I was like, well, I don't really have free time. I draw every day of the week. Oh, so do you have another job that helps with income? And I'm like, It's insanity that they can't respect that an artist can just be an artist. Of course, there's income jobs, but it's not the same, you know. Me. Opens commission. Rich furries. Hey. This hasn't happened to me entirely yet. I do get people asking for loot commissions, which I already do on my side account, but I'm not gonna lie, I've always been tempted to put on a little fursuit and see if I can make extra income. Maybe put it under another alias, like Furry Fatale. I don't know. Maybe I could actually do art fully as a living. So I put this one in just to target myself. Art Friends gives constructive criticism of my art. Me. Is that like a personal attack or something? I'm working so hard to work away from this paranoia and this self-defense bullcrap. I can at least hear out people whose opinion I respect and review it and not take it as them not liking the piece or thinking it's good in general, because there's always ways to improve, and our friends are just there to help us with that, especially if they're at our level and skill. Even people who are lower skill levels, they might have insights you didn't think about. When you get a DM that just says, hey,
Oh shit, here we go again.
I get worried every time I get a message, just any time, unless it's like, hey, I love your art to start it. If they start with, hey, or do you have a moment? I'm like, oh my gosh. What absurd thing are you going to propose right now that I have to try to pretend to hear out? Is it going to be a legitimate thing, or are you just going to say, my daughter really wants this and I can't afford it because I'm living paycheck to paycheck? Yeah, sweetie, aren't we all? Especially artists that you're asking this about? Ugh. Ooh, totally related. Rando, who DM'd me once. Now that we're friends, that means I get free art, right? Me. Pretty sure it doesn't. This has happened to me a handful of times. Like after maybe 1 or 2 on and off hours of someone asking me questions about my characters and my comics, leading me to believe they want to respect and support me, and then it'll just end up being them being like,
So like, can I get some art? How much would it be for me?
I'm like, well, you know, $100 to start. This one's been me ever since I picked up a sketchbook. Me standing in front of the art supply store wanting to buy another sketchbook when I have 15 unfinished ones at home. I don't even use sketchbooks anymore. I draw digitally, and I still want to pick up sketchbooks. It's embedded in us.
It's that primal urge.
Of artists to just hoard sketchbooks. So we always have a way to put our ideas on a page. When you start drawing one of your characters too much,
Ha, the artist has fallen in love with the OC.
yeah, that's me with a lot of my characters. My OCs especially, but definitely the NPCs that my characters fall in love with, like Tiv, Vada, and Ella, and Demir, and Rito, and There's a lot of them, and like once I start drawing them, I'm like, okay, now I'm just gonna draw them forever. Great, now I can't draw anything else. But it shouldn't matter. You should practice exactly what you want to practice and do what you want to do. When you think of something cool, remember you have the ability to draw it.
Reality can be whatever I want.
I always had this idea ever since starting drawing. I'm like, I want to be able to draw and create the worlds that I want to see. I want to think of a character and make it real. Make a scene, make a panel, make something that was in my head and have people see it. That would send images into people's brains, essentially, but they can look at it and interpret it themselves. Oh, I've made one just like this before. Really proud of this one. Instagram. Just posted. 1 hour later. 2 likes. Tears paper. This is really inconvenient. The way that social media has such an impact on our own perception of our art, it's terrible. These corporations don't care about our quality, they don't care about our heart, they don't care about everything that we're trying to produce and what most people would want to see. They just care about what is viable in an algorithm. They care about what will trigger people to want to keep looking and stay on the app. If they're angry, you stay on the app. If you're frustrated, all those negative energy, like the negative emotions are what keep us on the app, and they know it, and they've stated it in updates. It's extremely toxic. When you stay up all night drawing and feel burnt out and horrible in the morning.
Do it again.
That's me this morning from streaming, drawing, and editing videos. It's me a lot of the days, but you feel good. You feel good about it. It's not really a negative burnout, although it could be if you don't rest. Me, I want to draw something breathtaking. My brain, in its infinite wisdom, ferret, but longer. Brought to us by Kosh Koff FR on Tumblr. I have drawn some despicable things in my time, just because I have the ability to. One of my favorite ones is Butthole Bites. I'm not even sure if I could post that here on YouTube, but it's a gem, and it's well shared amongst people to troll each other, and I love this capability to make something that is cursed. This one's beautiful, but a lot of them can be cursed. It's just my art style. Why do huskies always gotta be trolled like this? Why do they gotta be turned, or wolves even, they're similar looking. Why are they always turned into the "it's my art style" meme, like that one with the crooked nose? But on the topic of that, I see a lot of young artists who just draw something bad, like poorly, like anatomically, and they say it's okay, it's my art style, because they might see Rebecca Sugar, who emphasize or push the limits of a style in anatomy, but they still keep it consistent. Understand, it's not just an accident that they say, well, I meant to do it. You know, like always having your hands on your hips or folded over when you want to draw characters to avoid hands. I mean, all about hands over here. When there's a dot on your drawing. Yeah, I have this problem a lot. You just go through cycling through the layers, click out, click in, click out, click in, click out, click in, until you drive yourself insane because you erased every layer and you don't realize what's happening, and then it ends up on one of the layers you already checked. Fun. To finish off, I have an old comic of mine, Social Media Addicts Anon. Hello everyone, I'd like to introduce our newest member, Fancy Fatale. Please tell us about yourself. Hey everyone, I'm an artist on Instagram and I'm addicted to likes. I can't stop refreshing the page. Not sure if anyone I'm sure a lot of artists have felt this, and other creators. It's just that feeling that's how they get you. Like, we used to get all those notifications in our Instagram on our phone. When we go and look at it, if something's done well, I'd get 100 likes in 20 minutes before. Now I can barely break 40 in a day. It's a bad platform. I'll be making a video on that soon enough anyway. Alright everyone, thanks for watching all the way through, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And let me know what other subreddits or other memes you'd like to see, I'm curious what else I can add on to this. It's a new series.
Remember to record your HP, your spell slots, and your abilities, because this will continue next time, and there's a